Afternoon, folk. Welcome back to another Chart Nerd TA video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Everdome. The ticker is Dome against USDT on the weekly time frame here. So diving into this project today, I think I've mentioned in my previous videos that we was watching Everdome coil up in this sort of rising channel here, where you've got a level of resistance, okay, and you've got a level of ascending support. At which stage I did say I think we was looking for a move up towards this weekly 20 in this channel. I said at any point you can sort of work your way up to the 20, and if we do, we could see resistance there and then come back for a pullback. But you can see that what happened is we had a fake out above the 10. Okay, we had a fake out above the 10, but we put in a lower high with that impulsive move there than this high. Okay, so this was essentially the top of this impulsive move. We had the high. At this point we came back for support in the channel, okay, but we created a lower high here, but we did break above the 10, so I did think, okay, potentially we're coiling up here and trying to get to the 20, but unfortunately that didn't come into play, guys. I'll be completely honest, it didn't. And what happened is we had a fake out, we put in lower highs, it indicated depleting buying pressure, and at this point we actually lost support of this rising channel. Okay, so you can see we lost support, and at this point as well, when we lost the support, we ran back into it as resistance for multiple weeks, and we failed to break above the previous ascending support, okay, as resistance. So once you was holding it as support, lost support, resistance, and now you're being pushed back down to where you came from. So right now what we're looking for, I think, is for Everdome to come to this 205 mark here, and it has to hold support, because again, this is where the ascending rising channel started. At this point you had resistance, you broke out, fell back to that resistance as support, and then you kind of went out for another run. But again, you met resistance of this rising channel, and at this point you came down, lost the channel support, turned it into resistance for 4 weeks, failed to break above, and as I've said, you're being pushed back down. So what we need to see is Everdome come back to the support level that it was previously holding in October, November. Didn't come down here in January, but for the past 3 to 4 months, you can see that you've sort of been coiling in this range here. I think it would be important for us to hold this mark at around 205. Because if we don't, we can't say that this is an impulsive wave. We're coming in for a wave 2, looking for support. If we fail to break out and come back up and tackle this high, we're negating the fact that this is the reversal, and that's not going to happen. In fact, what we've done is we've in fact run into these EMAs, let them creep down on us, and if we get rejected and lose this mark, I think you're going to come back down to where you actually started forming this rising channel in the first place here on the weekly. So we do need to be cautious. We do have to watch out. This area of support has to hold here for Everdome. Again, this is the top of the wave, this is the high, so this could be the impulsive wave 1 high. Right now we're retracing back down to this low, so we get a fib on from this high, retracing to this low, and we look for the golden areas of support. So right now the golden pocket for me sits literally, the golden area of retracement is the 0618. So I think what we're looking for here is some sort of bounce in this purple zone between the 0618, the golden ratio, and between this 205 mark. Okay, so somewhere within this zone, I think we're going to get some sort of nice relief, and if we hold support here and start working our way back up through these fibs, amazing. Okay, and that will confirm, okay, you've had a wave 1, this is your wave 2, correction complete, hold support, go long, and you're looking for a larger wave 3 where you take out this high. But again, we have to see support hold. We have to see it hold. This area has to hold. Okay, it's support, guys. It was support in October, November. Okay, you came out, lost support, ran into resistance, being pushed down. We have to hold this zone. Okay, so do get that into your charts, because if we don't, we could be in a bit of trouble, because really and truly what we've done here is we had such a big drawdown. Okay, you got overextended from these EMAs, and right now you've just been dragged back up into them. But again, if you fail to break above them and start closing back above this 20, and especially back above this 10, if we can't get back above the 10 EMA, we could be in trouble. And this is an impulsive wave into the EMAs, and right now we're going to continue this corrective wave back down to lower targets. Okay, so we do need to look at the downside targets. Okay, if we fail to hold this area of support, I would be cautious and be expecting a minimum retracement back down to this 1 fib target, because you've had an impulsive move, and right now this isn't corrective. You're continuing this impulsive move off of a rejection, and you're looking to come down even further and meet lower targets. So again, this 0618, between the 0618 at 215 and 205, we have to hold support. Okay, it's as simple as that. It's a game of support and resistance. If you lose this area of support and you come down and hit your head on this, I'm expecting a push down at least back down to where we came from and where this rising channel started forming in the first place. Okay, guys, so we do need to be careful. If we do hold support at this 205, okay, this is all thought experiment. If we hold support there and we do start retracing back to this high, okay, and that is, say this is a wave 1, right now we've had a wave 2 back down to support. If we do start the wave 3, we have to tackle out this high, but key areas of resistance I'll be looking for in case we don't would be the 050 and the 0618. That's the golden ratio, so we have to come back up, get back above those levels. This would confirm to me you're looking for a move back up to this high. And what you've got is a wave 1, wave 2 correction, and right here you're looking for a wave 3 breakout. Okay, and you've got a low, you've got a high, you've got a higher low, and if you start to tackle out that 403 and put a higher high in, you can see you're working up in lovely bullish structure. Sorry, it's very messy. But again, that's the bullish case scenario, holding this level of support here, okay, bouncing off of it and starting to tackle that high. Bullish case, because you've got a low, a higher low, a high and a higher high, okay, and again you're working up in lovely structure. Bearish case scenario, just to go over it before I go again, lose this level of support. If you come down here, hit your head on it as support, I am looking for a minimum retracement back down to where you actually came from and back to these lows in September 2022, okay, and if that low is actually lost, we can also look for a further target to the downside. And that target for me would sit at the 1272 at a bare minimum, and to be honest, if you did lose this low, it wouldn't be too healthy. That would be another sort of 50% correction there for Everdome. And as I've said, all you've done is ran back into these EMAs. Okay, it's literally as simple as this. What we could have done here is had this massive curl over and drawdown, got way extended. The gaps were huge between the EMAs. We've just been pulled back into them slowly over this journey. And right now, if we fail to get it back above it, then we could be in trouble. But again, to be fair, looking at the weekly here, on a more zoomed out scale like that, you can see that we do have this very strong level of resistance and potentially, yeah, see right now, again, to me, it just doesn't look too healthy. It looks like we was coiling up in some sort of ascending triangle over a period of time, but you are losing that support right now. And this it indicates to me that potentially you're just coming up impulsively, looking for continuation of the trend to roll back down to these lows. So again, guys, do get that 20, I think it was that 205 mark in. We have to hold that as support. We have to hold this area of support. Otherwise, we are looking for a retracement back down to these lows. I hope you enjoyed today's content. If you did, please do like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Hit that notification bell from Chart Nerd TA. Take care, guys. Peace out.